right, so look, speaking of all this hardship and plight in country, somebody need to take Megyn Kelly and tie her to a chair and put on Spike Lee's Bamboozle because this bitch out of line.
Oh man, Joe. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all what we gonna do while we're editing.
Okay.
We're gonna put on Bamboozle.
We are.
I've never seen it.
I have Bamboozle, and it's a spectacular movie.
Is it really that good?
Yes. So Bamboozle was like so you know about blackface and minstrel shows, right?
Yeah.
So that was the only way black people could get work in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
So what happened is there was a content creator that couldn't create anything that stuck. You know what I'm saying? So his job was to create a show so insensitive that he would be fired and let out of his contract so he could create the content that he wanted to create independently.
And that one ended up sticking.
But it ended up sticking. And this was a new age minstrel show. So, yeah.
Man.
Somebody needs to take Megyn Kelly and tie her to a chair and show her that because she's just all the way out of line. And for some reason, she felt like it was okay to try and justify cultural insensitivity.
You don't know the reason? So you don't know the reason?
Oh, I have my thoughts.
See, my hat's black.
Yeah.
What color is your hat?
Gold.
So I'm just going to go out on the limb and say the red hat is the reason.
Oh, see, come on, man. I don't want to... See, I would...
I'm not saying the guy that made the red hat is the reason.
No.
I'm saying the red hat is the reason.
Now I understand that. Now look, let me ask you a question since we own this. I like that. I like where we at. So I think that Megyn Kelly, she may be whatever she may be, but I don't think this action qualifies to call her a racist person. Ignorance and insensitivity is different than being racist.
All right. Insensitivity.
It's like what you was telling me before the podcast started.
Yeah, we're not going there, man. But
we should, but we won't.
We won't.
But we should.
Look, we said what in insensitivity?
I said cultural insensitivity and ignorance does not necessarily make you a racist.
But you're a news anchor.
That don't mean shit.
That don't make you.
News is a TV show,
I feel
man.
like you can't be ignorant and be a news reporter. Like,
bruh, they're not journalists.
But you can't be ignorant because the shit goes through you. Shit comes from the source, goes through you to the public.
So you never seen an ignorant reporter before. Now, ignorant journalism is not to be tolerated. But the person reporting the news, they have no obligation
you can't shoot the messenger
for moral integrity.
Yeah, you don't shoot the messenger.
They're pundits. They're talking heads.
Yeah,
they just say shit.
But
that's the slippery slope that I always get in trouble for talking about.
I guess you know what I don't understand is the money part. You know, like you're making enough money to not be ignorant. But I guess
money makes you more ignorant.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I guess in order to have that much money, you have to be ignorant. Look.
So we have a friend. You know this friend. This friend makes a lot of money, right? So we often talk about this friend and what this friend could do and what this friend should do. But in order for this friend to be the person that he is, he has to have the put the weed in the bag mentality. That's the only thing he can focus on. He can't focus on being sensitive. He can't focus on the problems of others. He got to focus on getting that motherfucking weed in that bag.
Okay.
And that's it.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So, I mean, money doesn't increase your sense. Because you look at Donald Trump.
It doesn't increase your sensitivity at all. Joe, all right.
Look at Adam Silver. Not Adam Silver, but Sterling.
I want to go back to Donald Trump.
Let's do it.
Now, did you see? I don't know what I saw. I don't know what I felt. But when Donald Trump was in that room full of young black kids and he was talking to them, and I saw that genuine smile on his face, and he was glad to be there and happy to be there.
Right.
Like, low key, he melted my heart.
I've been trying to tell motherfucker. I've been taking the slings and the arrows for trying to say, man, I don't think Donald Trump is racist, man.
Like, he had that room full of black kids, and they was all loving him, and he just loved the black kids that was loving him, and it was just like, wow, am I really watching this on TV right now?
And you should understand. You should understand that there's a stark contrast because you've been in those rooms before. There's a stark contrast between being ignorant and being willfully hateful.
Yeah, see, I don't think Donald Trump hates anybody. Like, after that, man, like...
I think he bleeds American flag.
Yeah.
That's the whole problem. And people in America have come to the point where they can hide their dirty laundry. They don't have to look in the mirror and face who they are as Americans.
Yeah, like I seen a video of him getting on Air Force One. It was raining, so he had the black umbrella. Walked up to the door, threw that bitch on the floor, and walked in. And that was in the first,
throw that bitch on the floor.
And that was the first 15 seconds of this 40-second video.
Yeah.
And the next 25 seconds is just the umbrella sitting there on the stairs. Of course, he's not gonna come back for the fucking umbrella. He's not Barack Obama. He's fucking Donald Trump. Like, he was worth $9 billion before he ran for presidency.
Listen, beyond it being Donald Trump and Barack Obama, this is the fucking president.
I'm just saying, like, you see Barack Obama. Barack Obama was probably the poorest president coming in. You know what I'm saying? You got Bush. He was an oil man before he became president. His daddy was an oil man.
What about like Kennedy or the Roosevelts?
So you don't know that the Kennedys
I
built
don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
So
I'm asking because I don't know.
The Kennedys were the biggest bootleggers. It was the Kennedys versus the Capones.
So that's that illegal money we talking
about. The Kennedys had very illegal money.
What about the Roosevelts?
I don't go back that far.
Okay.
I only go back to the 60s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? you got Ronald Reagan and them, who was actual movie stars with big money in their pocket before they came. We got, I don't know where the Clintons came from.
See, I like this. You know what I like? I like the fact that we can sit here and have rational conversations and come up with common sense answers. You know how you can listen to this podcast and the wrong person listening would say we were Trump supporters. But that's not what it is. We sitting down and breaking down the facts and looking at what's real instead of what's on TV.